How's it going, everybody? My name is Jilvi and welcome back to some Dyson Sphere Program. Last video we started working with the interstellar logistics system, and we automated them. So you can see here we got the planetary and the interstellar logistics stations, but this video we're gonna go all the way with them and we're gonna conquer the solar system. Yeah, it's time to utilize our solar system to the best that we can, and now that we have the interstellar logistics station, we can do it. But for that we have to go to the last planet of the solar system, which is SAF1. Scythe? How do you say that? Anyways, it's Scythe1. It's the lava planet. And as you can see, this planet has a lot of resources, a lot of iron, which right now we're running out of. And if you don't believe it, like, we don't got enough iron, and this one has a lot, so we're gonna utilize that. And we have a lot of titanium. We're not using a lot of titanium right now, but still it will come in handy. So this planet, I think, will end up being a mining planet. I'm thinking of using SAF2, you know, the one that looks like a moon, as a factory planet, and this one we'll use to make the most complicated stuff. We can say that. But without further ado, let's load up and go to SAF3. SAF1. We're in SAF3. Let's go. There's our lava planet, SAF1. Ooh. Who's never been here before. Oh, and do you get a glimpse of that? Of all the ore that is in this planet? Look how packed it is. We're definitely gonna have enough iron. And look, it has a clean area. That means we can do what we wanted. This is gonna be our mining world. We're gonna take all these resources, and we can even utilize this part, since this planet has, what is it, 134%. We can add a few solar panels, and we don't need to use the power of the other planets. That would be nice. So let's start setting up the planet. First we need to find the poles. For that, use the building, and let's go to planet view. There we go. We're over here. It's this way. The pole is filled with lava. Good thing I've got enough foundations to fill this up. There we go. We have a clean foundation in this world. A good place to start. Now we need to start setting up the power lines. Even if you don't have power in this planet, we're gonna have it at some point, and it's best to set up previously, so when it starts running, everything will start working how it's supposed to be. There we go. We got a good little setup. We got power going. Just added a few batteries to make it look a little pretty. What do you think? I think it looks really good. But now the tedious part begins, and that means putting up the logistics station and the mining and getting all those ores. So let's jump right into it. Well, I really underestimated how much that would take, but I did it. The whole planet is being mined. Every single node of everything is mined, and over here we got our output towers with the least of the resources. You can see we got stone, we just have 1 million, silicon we have 1 million, and coal we just have 130k. So we have a separate one for them, and the main ores that we got filled up, and we got 4 logistics stations to distribute them, so we make sure we don't have a bottleneck of output in this planet. And the next step is figuring out the power situation, because right now we're only making half the power consumption, and that's, yeah, But I think that's because the logistic stations are still charging up. So once they fully charge up, they probably are gonna take in less power. But still, we need to bump up that power. And to do that, we're gonna need solar panels. But we don't have solar panels manufactured. Like, we don't have a solar panel line because I wasn't using any other planet. But now that we're gonna turn SAF 2 into our factory planet, or at least our intermediate factory planet, you're gonna smelt all the stuff and do all the basic stuff in this planet, we can start a production line for solar panels, and we can make use of all the empty space right around here. All this empty space we can fill up with solar panels, and over here we just add a few batteries, take in that power, and we can later send that power to our other planets, because we're probably gonna have excess power. But as of now, this is at least working somewhat. It's going down, see? It's at least working. Oh, I'm happy with it. We'll revisit the power once we're done with SAF 2. So now is the hard part. Because this is just putting down miners and putting down logistics stations. That's easy. There's not much to think about. Now we gotta make the designs for the smelting and the processing and the stuff and the you know what I mean? So this another long pause, but I'll do the hard work. You just enjoy the show. So it's been a while. I knew it's gonna take, you know, some time, but whew, did it take time? But we got a lot done. We had to upgrade the power. Like, this is a lot more solar panels than we had before. But we got, what is this? We got magnets going, steel beams. We got concrete. We got glass, silicon, graphite, titanium, and a huge line for iron and copper. We're not gonna be running out of that like anytime soon. And I made the copper, not the copper, the motors, you know, the 3 tiers of motors, because that's the only thing that was holding us back in our home base. These, I forgot what these are called, the super magnetic rings. Man, I don't know why we just couldn't make enough, but now we have more than enough. And I'm making also everything we need to make that here in this planet because we have the resources. But now that we have this infrastructure, we can send everything to our home planet, and we can delete the factory lines that we had in our home base, and we can get going with the new stuff, which is what we want to do in this video. So let's get back to the home planet. Okay, so one of the things that I want to get going is this interstellar power station. It's a way that we can access power like throughout different planets, and we don't have to build a grid and a polar hub of solar panels in each planet. And I think this is gonna be enough space to do it, and since we're doing this all in SAF 2, that it's our factory planet, or at least a basic factory planet, we can delete it all just like that. It's gone. Now we have a clean slate of land to work on, but we need to know what does this take, and it's looking pretty expensive. All of those parts are expensive, and we need 4 parts, so we're probably gonna need the interstellar station because that has 5 slots. So you can see, pop, there we go. It has 5 slots, so we can have the 4 incoming and the outgoing. Like, we're not really gonna have it outgoing, but just for storage that would also help. And well, let me work out the logistics. You know how it is, I do the hard stuff, you enjoy it. There we go, we got our supply line for the interstellar power station, energy exchanger, whatever it wants to be called. And now we can demand locally we should have all of this right here in the planet, except this one, which we just can supposedly remote demand, and we're not remote demanding. That means I forgot to set it up in another planet. Let me fix that. There we go. Everything's working properly now. The only thing we're missing for this to work is batteries, because this exchanger, what it does is that, oh wait, that's not what I wanted to do. What it does is that it charges and discharges batteries. For that we need batteries, and we got a lot of batteries. We don't already know how to make batteries because we're making batteries. How many times have I said batteries? No, we need batteries. Anyways, I'm gonna make batteries. As easy as that, we got batteries. They're not up and running yet because we are missing our iron shipment. That's the only thing that we're missing. Wait, what happened here? Oh, I did not set the filters. See, you always miss something. But that should get us going with the batteries. Now we're gonna leave that running so it fills up. I think the exchanger's already filled up, but we'll test that later. For now, we need to start making this part, that this technology that I unlocked is the high strength lightwork structure, this frame material, and the Dyson Sphere component. And I'm guessing you use that for the Dyson Sphere, but we're not gonna be doing the Dyson Sphere just yet, because I think we need to unlock a lot more stuff before we're really gonna need the Dyson Sphere, because the real reason we're gonna need the Dyson Sphere is for the power, and we can still manage with just the power that we're using right now. But we gotta set up that frame material because we use it for other stuff. I don't think we're gonna use a lot of it right now, so just a simple setup like we did for the exchangers and the batteries, which apparently are called accumulators, but I don't care. It's gonna work. So I'm gonna set that up just now. But for that, I don't even know what it uses. What is it? Frame, it uses graphene, is that? And the titanium alloy, it doesn't look that bad, and the silicon doesn't look that bad. I mean, the graphene and the titanium alloy are expensive parts, but they don't use a lot of it, so it's gonna be simple. But now that we're making all the iron and the copper in the other factory planet, we can just delete this, and we have all the space we need for all the stuff we're gonna do. And as easy as that, we got frame materials set up, and we still have a lot of space we can use for our new technologies that I'm gonna show you what we're cooking. Particle control technology, high strength glass, Casimir crystal, miniature particle collider, strange matter, and gravitational wave refraction, which I think this is what we need to reach other galaxies. And see, we already got particle done. But let's play with our frame material, which can only do two things: Dyson Sphere component, which I have told you I'm not getting into the Dyson Sphere just yet, and satellite substation. Let's see, can we make them? Like all 12? We got one done already. And oh, this, well, it takes a lot of space to put, but look at all the coverage. We could have used this, 2 of these, and we got them all hooked up to power. Oh, this thing is gonna change how we make the factory. Oh, look at that animation. Okay, this is how far away we can link up with the satellite. Oh, it goes almost twice. Is that almost twice? Almost twice as far as the Tesla tower. Man, are these nice. Gotta start using them. Okay, I had to change the graphene production just to get enough graphene, because we were running on that sulfur because of the oil restriction, and we're not getting anything. So I decided just to upgrade this. I noticed that this produces graphene and hydrogen, and normally having more hydrogen would be a good thing, but now that we're using other power sources that are more powerful, we're not burning that hydrogen, so we have a hydrogen surplus. And that's a bad thing, because the moment that hydrogen fills up, it's gonna back up and it's gonna stop working because it can't output. So we need to figure out what to do with the excess hydrogen. I got an idea, but I'm gonna leave that for later. Now we got all the materials we need for the miniature particle collider. Let's see what is it that this can do. I know it has at least one new recipe. I know it can make the hydrogen into deuterium, which would be a good thing for our surplus hydrogen, but we got enough deuterium with our deuterium inator over here with 120 deuterium fractionators. So look at that, and we got, each one of these holds 10,000, and we got 120,000 plus what's filled up in here. You know, we have enough deuterium for right now in the game. But let's see what else can this do. It has the strange matter. That's what. Strange matter has a great gravitation and negative pressure, which exceeds its energy density, so that the space around the strange matter is warped and meets the negative energy demand of the warp engine. Does that mean this either is our next power source, like how we're using the deuterium fuel rods right now, or it's what is used to make the warp engine? I noticed we're gonna have a little problem. It's not just the graphene, it's the processors. The processors for in this planet has been a bottleneck for a while, but the good thing is that in our factory planet we have everything we need to make the processors, and we can make a lot of them. So let's head over there. Okay, this looks like a good spot to set up our factory line. Now for processors, we need the microcrystalline component, which is just straight up the silicon and the copper, and the circuit board, which is also copper but with iron. We should set up this one because this is a more basic component. Let's do that one first. There we go, we got our basic processor line. The only thing we're missing is power, and with these babies I can power the whole line with just one. Ooh, looks like I missed something. Let me fix that. There we go, now it's working properly, and we got a bunch of processors. Now we need to add the microcrystalline components. Let's line this up with this one right here. There we go. Now we're only missing the microprocessors, which I think they're pretty basic too. That's yeah, to do two materials, one output. This copy paste of this line. I just need to add this to the interstellar hub right up here. Let's see, find an open slot. Here we go. We don't need this one right now. The microprocessor, local demand, and remote supply. There we go, we're finally producing them. And man, this is way too much just for like one building. It's not like 5 inputs. That's a lot. But we got a constant stream of them that's gonna fill up over time, and we can start setting these up. I don't even know if I have the things for, I mean, we do have everything for strange matter, so why not? There we go, our strange matter production is done, and that's what I thought until I noticed no particle containers are coming in. It looks like our particle container line is completely dried up because of those basic electromagnetic turbines. Let's see, I'm pretty sure I set up the electromagnetic turbines to be interstellar. We should be able to get them if I order them in here. Electromagnetic, here we go. Let's see, remote demand, are we getting any? And it looks like everything's working fine. It's just This one didn't have enough vessels, so it wasn't doing it on its own. But yeah, I already did it. I came here for no freaking reason. Let's go back. It seems that particle containers are still holding us back, but we got our first strange matter. Let's see how it works. My question is, right now it only works for making graviton lenses, which we can actually make because we got diamond already. So that means we just have to set up an easy line. Let's set up graviton lenses. There we go, we're making graviton lenses, and that was easy. Like, everything's been really like relatively easy, apart from the fact that, you know, making the mining planet and the factory planet, because those take a lot of time putting up line after line. But you know, these small lines, like, I'm not, you know that I'm not even using ratios correctly. We just put up the lines and we get what we want. It's pretty easy, at least at this part of the game. You know, I know later on I'm gonna have to, you know, start using ratios and not just putting it down randomly and see how it works. But we get what we want, and we wanted graviton lenses, and we got them. Yeah, I'm gonna leave the warpers for the next episode because I'm gonna have to make a few more lines, and this episode I think has gone for a few minutes. But I wanted to play with the exchangers and the batteries. I forgot where I set the line up. Here we go, we got our lines for exchangers and batteries. Oh, we're gonna need a whole lot more batteries than that. Okay, so you know that in each planet I have my solar pole and north and south pole. I put solar panels. In this planet we got our thermal power stations, right? Which we don't got solar panels in this planet, so I thought, this is the planet that's closest to the sun, and it utilizes the best amount, like the most amount of solar power. So it would be, you know, relatively, how do you say this, intelligent to use up that solar power with the solar panels. So I decided, you know, how about we put a few solar panels, and a few solar panels I put up. Just look at how many there are. Like, that's pretty freaking cool. And that's just one section of the planet. Come on, look at it. Looks so shiny when it hits the light. Now let's get working on the power exchangers and set up an area for that. Okay, so I set up our exchangers. Now the only thing that we're missing is the batteries. Charging power. We're charging 113. Okay, this is the charging power. We're charging 113, right? And we still have a lot more than we can use. I'm pretty sure of that. So we're gonna have to put a few more of these and put this line around the world so we can utilize this to the best of its potential. But this is working right now, and all we need to do is, let's bump this up. All we need to do is send these to the other planets, and we have power in the other planets, and we don't need the polar poles. Should we try that out to end this episode? Let's go to our home base. Okay, so this is our power pole where we have our power, and this is the first solar power we set up. Now we're gonna have to delete this. Now we can set up our exchangers, say right along, set up in the middle here. Okay, so I set up our exchangers, and we're losing power in our planet because I did and took out all the solar panels. Right now our power is at 400 generation capacity, and 100 consumption. Wait, then why is it all going out? I don't know what's happening. But with that, we've done everything we're gonna do for this video. Thank you for watching. Next video, we're probably gonna tackle the warpers and everything that we left out with the purple cube, energy cubes or research cubes. And we need to rework our factory because there are things that we can move to the factory planet and leave it doing there. Now, there's a lot of things we still have to do. We still haven't gotten out of this solar system. We're probably gonna do that really soon. And we need to start working on the Dyson Sphere stuff. So, anyways, I'm gonna leave that here. We'll do that in the next episodes. Thank you for watching. Like if you like it, subscribe if you want to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.